Hi, I'm Shane Morton, and I'm better known in the horror world as Professor Morte, the ghost host with the most. And I had the extreme pleasure of getting to be the host of Tales from Morning View Cemetery. You know, the Tales from the Crypt has the Crypt Keeper, and Tales from Morning View Cemetery has Professor Morte. And what my job was to kind of lighten things up a little bit.
Allow me to introduce myself. I am Professor Morte, the head caretaker of Morning View Cemetery. We can't seem to keep caretakers around here.
We're gonna make sure that Professor Morte's in there to lighten the mood a little bit and to introduce each of the vignettes. I love anthology horror films. I keep hearing that the return of anthology horror films is coming, and I really hope it's true, because it's easier to work in that format too, because you're able to afford to do it, and it gives independent artists and directors and filmmakers the opportunity to make a movie. If you get a bunch of these like-minded artists together, you can come up with something that's really multifaceted and full of a bunch of different flavors, and it makes for an awesome night at the movies. And it was a lot of fun working with Satan, because I've always wanted to work with Satan, and finally getting to meet him, and you know, it was a very hot set that day.
You better light a fire under your ass.
And it was a lot of fun to work with Satan. Looking forward to doing it again. Now we're in the post-production stage, and we need money. So I'm not going to get like a televangelist on you or anything.
Don't start in with that Jesus crap.
But I can promise you that you will get something. Like the televangelist tells you that if you send him money, then you will die and go to heaven and everything will be all right. And you know that's total bullshit. But what I can promise you is that if you give us money, you're going to see a fun movie, badass movie. Like, you know, we all loved Creep Show and all those great anthologies from the 80s. And we're really, you know, pushing that envelope with this, and I think you're going to have a lot of fun. Atlanta had a big hit with VHS. It was a fun anthology film. Let's give indie horror out of Atlanta another big hit with Tales from Morning View Cemetery. So hit that donate button and send us that money, and hallelujah, let's get this movie made.